I'm probably just gonna laugh like randomly at some points through here, just because.
What's
Up? All right, it's cool. We're gonna rock it out.
Don't make me grab the shades,
huh? Nah, don't grab the shades. Please don't grab the shades. Don't grab the shades. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Too Many Ideas Podcast. Man, it's been a long time since we've been sitting here in this here setting with you fellas. I missed you guys, man. I don't know if y'all miss me, but I miss you guys. Glad to be back, though. Glad to be back. I think this is episode 35 for us. Our first full episode in like a month, I think. We just been doing putting out some different content from the vault. Had a lot of like life stuff going on, so good life stuff, but still life stuff. So yeah, glad to be back. Remember, like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Still building it up. Y'all still been fucking with us on TikTok, even though we've been gone for a little bit, so we appreciate that. Views have still been good, so thank you for continuing to support the podcast. And before we get started, I wanted to make a little statement on something that we're not going to be talking about on the podcast, and that is the Travis Scott situation. We kind of had a discussion off camera about it and said, we don't really want to go into the details of that and start doing the whole topic of the session, casting blame here, casting blame there, just because lives was lost and we feel it's too heavy of a situation to try to make, try to get clicks and likes and views and things and, make it a conversation. We feel like there's a little bit more respect that we got to show for the situation. So we're not going to be talking about that at all on the podcast today. We just want to say rest in peace to everybody who lost their lives and send our prayers out to the families, loved ones, friends, and everybody who was involved in the situation. And so won't be talking about it any further after that. We're just going to wait to see how everything plays out and just send prayers out. So before we get into the actual episode, just going to have a little moment of silence and then we'll get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get the episode going. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Levi?
Chilling.
You good? You good? How you doing, Mass Man?
I'm kicking shit.
All right. This nigga took it straight from the Ye handbook today, huh? Yeah.
He made masks?
Basically.
What the fuck?
Basically. Essentially.
If anything, I'm gonna give it to my nigga Pooh Shiesty. Free Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty, okay. Yeah, free Pooh Shiesty. I don't think that's ever happening, but free Pooh Shiesty still.
I give him his respect, you feel me?
Speaking of Ye, let's go ahead and dive straight into it. Ye on Drink Champs. First thoughts, initial thoughts. Y'all watch both parts 1 and 2?
I didn't finish the second part because, there's a little bit... To me, it's always hard to keep up with him in general, but when he starts talking a lot of politics, I start kind of losing it because it's I gotta really fucking listen and then try to catch all the analogies and everybody that he's bringing up. So I didn't finish part 2, but it was interesting to say the least.
I finished the whole thing, and I think I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards liking part 2 a little bit better than part 1, and I don't think a lot of people would feel like that, but I feel like he kind of almost caught his stride a little bit on part 2 as opposed to part 1, because in the first part I felt like that nigga was all over the place, just saying this about this, and it was a lot more what's the word,
Put together?
No, well, part 2 was, but part 1 was more more controversy and Drake this and Big Sean that.
Part 1 did his job.
Yeah, got the people in. But I feel like on part 2, he was really getting into, some deeper underlying topics, which is what I was liking about the whole thing. And kind of just how I feel like people need to understand, how, I guess, Kanye is and how, quote unquote, he thinks. It's just I feel like a lot of the stuff that he says is just, if you listen to it and you just listen to it word for word, it's just okay, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
This nigga is just saying some wild shit that doesn't make any kind of sense. But when you listen to it in a space where he's really talking about his thoughts about things for 3 hours, it's just like, okay, you got to your point now. That's what I felt like with a lot of like this stuff. Like when it came to and a lot of people won't know this because they only hear the headline of it. But like when it came to the, being against abortion thing, and kind of like the way that he said that he wanted to set it up versus how, like the nigga in Texas who just voted on the abortion law set it up. It was just like, okay, that makes sense a little bit more. Like, and it doesn't seem like like it seems more still in that like pro-choice thing, which I think is what a lot more people support.
I think you told me this honestly. I think it was you when we talked about the abortion thing. He makes sense. You just don't want to hear from him. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's simply it. There's a lot of people that make sense that you just don't think should be saying what they say. Well, and then there's sometimes where it's just like, I don't follow.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And the thing is with the thing is with Kanye is like he's telling you half-finished thoughts.
Yeah,
for so long that you're kind of like, okay, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Until it's all brought together, and usually when it's brought together is when it's done. So with him, I'll just kind of listen and just try to like piece things together and see how it goes about. Like when Jake had told me, you can go back to the super long interview he had the first time with the bro. No, not him. My fault. When he was nah, bro. It's like what's white dude name?
Who?
Bro, fuck it. Anyways, Kanye had an interview.
Why do I know it's Zane Lowe?
No, bro, you're like missing the dude he had a super long interview with already. He referred to him on the interview.
I don't know.
When I bring up y'all, will be like,
see if
y'all
you can
know
find
who
it.
I'm talking about. The dude that Elon went and started smoking on the interview. And then Kanye has an interview with Joe Rogan as well when he was talking about what he wanted to do for the Donda show, and he did it years later. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, see, niggas act like I'm crazy. Like, I can't remember his name. But anywho, yeah, man. He says he doesn't need a publicist and he doesn't need no team and shit. But this is why you kind of have a team.
Yeah.
So these ideas can get out clearly. But in Kanye fashion, we all somewhat still love it. So it kind of, it is what it is.
And it's just like
being homeless, really.
Yeah,
he's not homeless.
He's not. He's not homeless. And the whole idea, but I did kind of like the whole idea of people choosing to be homeless, even though mask off. Hey, it was hard to breathe, wasn't it?
No,
it was hard to talk.
No, it wasn't. I just don't want my voice to not be clear when I speak. Because there's a topic on there I want to touch on, and I want myself to be clear. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want the audience not to understand.
Okay. Me. Cool guy. Anyways, shit, lost my train of thought. I think I was saying
people choosing to be homeless.
Oh yeah. I kind of like how he was touching on that, even though I feel like it was a little bit. That was probably an early thought for him. I didn't feel like it. That was one of those ones that didn't feel complete. It was just someone might want to be homeless, and it's just who really wants to be homeless? I kind of got where he was trying to go with it, but I don't feel like he got all the way there, like he did with the abortion topic, and then what other topics was he talking about? Even his whole thing about being a Republican versus being a Democrat, and it's just I still feel like he doesn't necessarily understand the symbolism of the hat and why it was bad, but at the same time I do get what he's saying as far as this person, Democrats, whoever he was referring to, didn't do X, Y, and Z, and Trump did do whatever he did that actually was helpful to a specific situation, at least for Kanye goes, the first step. So it's just I kind of understand the thought process there, but I think it's just it was a really good interview. I don't know. I never thought about an interview of the year kind of thing, but that's what they're calling this.
Me either.
Yeah, a lot of people have been just this might be interview of the year, and I'm just what?
Nah, I've heard people say it's the best interview ever.
Best interview ever. Okay, yeah. I don't know about best.
I think it is the timing. There's nothing that was spicy going on. Kanye comes out, wows the fuck out, curses. It's just
smokes or drinks, all that kind of stuff.
It's the timing, which I'm in a weird way happy that he's doing all that, because I just feel it was only a matter of time before it happens, and I'm glad that we were able to see it. In a sense, like, you can look at that like, oh my god, why you want to see that? But I look at it more like, if Kanye's that comfortable while still believing in his faith, while still believing in God and stuff like that, I feel like he's in a good space personally, to be able to get on the show and still wild out, quotation marks for wild out, be himself, and still be able to, you know, have his faith and everything. I think he must be in a good space personally. That's how I feel about that.
How do we feel about his Big Sean comments?
I thought that was easy. I thought that I seen that coming, honestly.
Like that was his worst decision?
Not that line. That was crazy. Like, I'm still not
That's
over
what I'm saying.
I'm
like
still not over that line.
Yeah.
No, I understand it. Because when I seen it, so I watched the Breakfast Club, like, recap of the Kanye interview. And I agree with what Shorty was saying. Can't remember her name right now. And it was like, you know, Big Sean. Yeah. Big Sean, John Legend, they're all entitled to their opinion. Just like how you want to wear that fucking hat, they can disagree with you. But I think T.I. said this a while ago, and Charlamagne said it on there as well, that, like, not Charlamagne, other dude, said this as well. If I'm your mans, don't disagree with me or don't dog me in, like, on a platform. You feel me? You can disagree with me all you want. You can even say, hey, I don't really like Kanye to that extent of what he's doing right now. We need to talk, whatever. But don't, you know, throw me underneath the bus when you have a platform. And I kind of agree with that. T.I. said that about Kanye when he wore the hat originally. Remember, they made that song. And they chatted and talked about it. He was just like, they ran up on him. TMZ ran up on TMZ. I was like, yo, how do you feel about Kanye? And he was like, that's a grown man. You know, I'm going to support him throughout, you know, all his decisions. We just need to talk about what he has going on. And that was it. He was like, I'm never going to speak bad. I think Nick Cannon said it on the Kanye interview as well. When he was like, I'm going to never speak bad on a black person publicly. You feel me? Like, it's like, I may disagree with what they're doing, but I'm not going to take that opportunity of this platform to, like, bring them down or whatever. You feel me? So
that's what I know. John Legend did that. I don't remember when Big Sean did that. Was that when he first?
I'm not gonna lie. Big Sean's been tweeting some borderline weird Kanye shit for a while. Like, kind of like fuck good music, not fuck good music, but good music has had me, you know, in jail, or Kanye this. Like, it's been borderline, like, I want to be free type shit. So I'm not sure if one got too far for Kanye. I don't really think he said anything too crazy. But you gotta think about it, which Kanye has already shown.
You don't think Kanye said anything too crazy?
No,
or Big
Sean.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't remember when he said, like, anything that was like,
oh my god,
wild outlandish about Kanye.
But you gotta remember, Kanye in that time period was very emotional, and this is no excuse. But anybody that supported him through that time period, I mean, ended up on Donda and ended up with the fucking great, you know, phase in his life, and that's the baby. He's like, you're the only person, you know, and, you know, look where they're at now. They're still extremely close. It looks like they're extremely close. I don't know. I think that line is crazy. You were the worst. Like, bro, you know how many things Kanye has done? Like, yo, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, not designer, not this person, not that person. Like, that's the worst decision.
But it was a different time. And, like, I get both sides. I'm interested to hear Big Sean's part. I am. I'm very, like...
Yeah, it's not going to Drink Champs?
Yeah, it's not gonna do no numbers, though. But I'm interested. I will be there. We've all been Big Sean fans, and we all would like to see him prosper.
I love Big Sean.
I told Creed respectfully, his career is over. Like, I think more than half of Big Sean fans are Kanye fans. So if Kanye continues this rant of fuck Big Sean, I don't really see him.
I don't know if I see him even, like, doing that, continuing this, going against, like, Big Sean. Cause
are you wild, bro? Can we count how many times he said fuck John Legend?
No, he did say fuck John Legend. But at the same time, it's still Kanye. Cause in the same breath, he'll be like, yo, man, I don't rock with these niggas. Yeah, but I love Big Sean. But I love this person. But I love that person.
No, it's different.
And it's like, I don't know. I just see him kind of like, I think it's conversation being had and forgiveness being done.
Just see him at the,
so this I am not Kanye self-defense. I am not by no means necessary. But bro, how do we know how Big Sean got there? Did Kanye invite him or what?
Well, no, that's not, because I remember I was watching someone talk about that too. That's not what I'm like getting into. It was in that picture smiling with each other.
Yeah.
Like, so at the very least, it wasn't like on that interview. It seems like, yo, if you're here, I'm about to knock you out, kind of shit. But it's like, you know, I don't feel like Kanye really, like, operates like that. And he kind of talked about it when he was talking about his beef with Drake. Like, we're not about to go and hurt each other or do anything bad to each other.
I just feel like, you know, we've all seen things where it looks one way and a celebrity come out it was never like that. Like, bro, not to bring up the traumatizing thing, but there was so many people going on there for the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez altercation, correct? Looked perfectly fine. The altercation happened. No one had said a word. There was about 10 celebrities there, and everybody has a different story. You feel me? That's an altercation. I can only imagine what drama. We're talking about words. We ain't even talking about something that actually went down. You feel me? So I just feel like this is not Kanye's self-defense, because I do believe to some degree that he had probably multiple chances to contact Big Sean before that interview. Yeah. But all I'm saying is, if I'm not cool, just an example, I'm having my Sunday service, whatever. Mars pull up, it's Sunday service. I'm about to do smoke at Sunday service. What do I look like? It's You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, again, I gotta make it clear, this is not a Kanye West defense. Cause I can, Charlamagne said it as well. I can literally see Kanye doing that, and then probably like a month later, texting Big Sean like, "Yeah, fuck you." Like, you feel me? I mean, he did the Soulja Boy. He didn't even say anything, bro. Like, he just took him off the song after telling him how much he liked him. So it's like, I can see him doing it, but at the same time, I'm just like,
and at the same time, double backed and apologized. Like, and that's the kind of thing that I'm like leaning on, is that Kanye is gonna double back on everything that he does. I feel like.
Nah, I don't think he's double backing on the Big Sean thing. I don't think he's double back. They would be cool.
I see it happening.
So y'all think he will come on publicly apologize to Big Sean? I'll pay y'all.
Maybe not publicly.
I will pay y'all $100 a piece. He's not doing. He's not different.
I mean, I'm not saying public apology. I'm just saying I think
if you're thinking they're gonna be cordial again, then yeah, I'll give y'all that. If cordial, do you think it will ever be on a song again? Do you think you'll ever publicly see them together again on something? Hooray, we're brothers. No, it's not happening. The only two people he would do that for, and I swear to God, is Pusha T and Kid Cudi. That's it. Drake is all financial. If you can't see that, I don't know who can't. He's not double backing on Big Sean, bro. I promise you he's not. You're not gonna see Big Sean in the next album release. He's never been in a while for a reason. Bro, Tiana Taylor's been saying
I'm not saying that.
Tiana Taylor's been crying out about her own, bro, he's not. Nah, he's not.
I'm just saying I don't think that they're gonna be like beefing and at each other's.
I mean, they're not beefing now. There's no way. I mean, it wouldn't be much of a beef. Big Sean can't beef against no one right now.
I mean, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what Kanye is saying, going on interviews and dissing Big Sean. Like, I don't feel like he's going to be doing that I don't, going forward.
I think he will. I think it just depends on how Big Sean handles the situation. But Big Sean is very mature. You can hear it in his music. And he tweeted. I mean, you see how he tweeted. So I don't think, if Big Sean continued, I think Kanye would continue. This is a battle I think Kanye will love to enjoy. Like, just like he's enjoying the John Legend. Bro, the John Legend thing was unnecessary. John Legend did go hard, but Kanye just kept going. Every shot he got, or every chance he got. The reason why I'm so adamant about the Big Sean comment, about him not double backing, is because we've been watching it for years. Big Sean, mixtape era Big Sean, he was everywhere. As Big Sean fell, as in his career, as in stopped being popular, him and Kanye stopped being seen together. So to me, it's only evident. And Tiana Taylor said this forever ago. They always get together for albums, and that's it. The only person you see outside of an album being made is Pusha T and Kid Cudi. Those are the only two people I see him ever double backing on. And Kid Cudi has been in fights with Kanye before, and they get back together. And that's public. The good music members that fight with Kanye, you don't hear about. They leave. Tiana Taylor, designer, and now Big Sean. He's not double backing. That's just me. Now, cordial, I'll give you guys that. I mean, it's Kanye.
That was all I was saying in the first place. Like, that's a double back to me.
Like, no, it's not. That's not double back. A cordial, like a hey, hello? Come on.
Bro, if you're saying fuck him on the internet and now y'all shaking hands, like, that's a double back to me. Because at least the way I look at it, because if I'm saying fuck somebody on the internet,
I consider that double back because it was not like, you didn't take it to the next level on some like diss track and pull up. Like, this is a double back. If Academics and Freddie Gibbs work out, that's a double back. Meek Mills and Drake, that was a double back. Especially what Meek Mills was going so hard about. Kanye got on an interview and ranted about his feelings. How's that a double back? If Big Sean and him make up, okay, cool, we're friends or we're cordial, hi and bye. I don't feel like that's a double back. They didn't go. He neither yet went to the extent of like a rant on Twitter, started making songs and all that. Then I'll agree in that. But I don't know. I feel like
so you're kind of arguing that Kanye didn't go hard enough for him to have to double back.
I mean, I don't really think so. Cause I fall out with friends all the time. Fuck y'all niggas. This and the third. 2 months later, we're good. I guess we all double back. If that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's the same thing. I look at that different because in their profession, he just ranted his feelings. Now, if he takes his profession out on Big Sean, there's no double back. It's for me, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, you made a song. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm a designer and I made a shirt dissing a nigga, okay, there's no double back. I use my profession to let niggas know. You feel me? That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah, I kind of understand that. I was just kind of, I guess I classify, because Kanye interviews are so like impactful and so like large. It's just like, but that's his profession.
I get that. That's an argument there. That's a valid argument. But that's just him. So I just feel like it's whatever. But to your point, Kanye could double back. So do you consider the J. Cole and Kanye thing a beef then?
See, I don't know too much about. I haven't heard. Did Kanye talk about him in this interview?
Not this interview. No, he talked about him in. I've seen a clip where it might have been some unreleased shit or whatever about saying how like J. Cole dissed him and he didn't like really give a fuck.
Oh, how Kanye didn't really care.
He had a verse like responding back to J. Cole on some like just Kanye rough draft type shit on a song. He's like, niggas out here trying to blah 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 whatever. But
so what are you asking? Is that like a beef?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's not entertaining the beef, then I guess not.
Big Sean's not entertaining the beef. He's gonna come and say his side, and that's it.
I mean, saying his side is kind of entertaining the beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's...
Because, I mean, like, if Kanye would have went on here and said, like, man, fuck J. Cole and his fuck Big Sean rant, then it's like, okay, that's entertaining the beef.
Okay.
But it really just depends on how Big Sean responds, because people have been saying that they think Big Sean's going to be, like, the peaceful, it's all love, It was just like, I didn't feel like this was right, but I still love Kanye. Then that's not entertaining the beef. That's just him responding to the situation.
Yeah.
But if he's like, yo, this nigga Kanye is crazy, man. This nigga Kanye did this, that. He owes me all this money. I'm coming back with mine. I'm about to sue him. All this bullshit, which I don't see him doing at all, because he's not that type of person or an artist at all. Like, he doesn't give that vibe off. But I think he's just gonna share a side. So it might not be like a real beef, because I don't know if he's gonna entertain it like that, and I kind of understand where you're coming from in the sense of like Kanye didn't go that crazy, because when you think about Kanye in the frame of Kanye, it's just like, okay, this is within his wheelhouse of like going left versus going right. Like he'll do this, he'll say fuck somebody, and it won't really be like a thing a week later.
I'm looking at it like I'm looking at it like this because you said what?
I said that Soulja Boy shit was so funny. Where he asked Nori, you heard the verse? It's just like, okay, like
I'm looking at it more like because of the context of what it is. Like, hey, like they're not agreeing because you publicly didn't support someone that helped change your life. So if it was more so like beef on some like Kim or family or then they end, and that's different. So I just look at it like, yo, this Kanye being Kanye, that's what he believes. He thinks, you should be able to support him, at least publicly, and if you vote different, if you tell somebody to do something different, that's fine, but don't disrespect me while doing that. But I mean, it's like a thin line, because I think everybody can see that Big Sean's not the type of guy by any means, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I've been seeing Big Sean kind of been on this for a while now, like the whole subtle shots at good music or, hey, Kanye, when you gonna let me out of my contract type S shit. So,
what you think about him saying that Kanye owes him $6 million?
Kanye owes everybody money.
No, yeah,
it's whatever.
I can understand
when you're up that much and you put a nigga in a group message and you tell him how much you worth. I mean, you owe me money at this point. Fuck it. Like, he owes everybody money, bro. Like this shit. I think Levi or Kreese told me this about how bro that I guess was calling him gay. What was bro?
Benny Siegel.
Yeah, was saying that he owes him now like 50 million for what?
5 state.
No, he didn't.
State.
Yeah, he didn't say it. Kanye told him that he was gonna give him that.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Kanye told him that he was gonna give him that.
Okay, that's hard.
He went out.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He said that basically what happened was Benny Siegel he had a concert or something, and he was performing. He was just like, yo, Kanye just called me. He's going to give me, I guess it was $50 million or whatever, and then a 5% stake in Yeezy.
That's hard.
Yeah, he came up with the Yeezy name way back
He didn't do it yet, though, did he?
No, of course not. And that's the thing, like, I guess with this $6 million thing or whatever, like, yeah, he might owe you $6 million, but this nigga is homeless. Like he's not gonna pick up on that. Like you're reaching out to a person who's reaching out to a person who's reaching out to another person, and then another person, and then it's gonna get to him, and then he's gonna tell that first person. It's gonna take you a while to get that $6 million.
Yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Kanye, shout out to Big Sean, shout out to everybody we name right now doing their own thing, and then still dealing with their own personal problems, and then also Kanye being his own thing.
I haven't listened to the new Big Sean like EP, but I plan to check that out.
I really,
at some point.
I'm hard on Big Sean just because like there's two rappers I always felt like was just so, amazingly talented, and those A$AP Rocky and Big Sean, especially Big Sean. I just fuck his flow.
Not Chance, damn, fuck him, huh?
I'm not. I'm not there yet. Okay, give me a second. Like, I'm saying, Chance, I was already 16, 17.
Uh-huh.
I was growing up on Big Sean. This is mixtape era, trying to find shit. You feel me? So I'm like, it hit a little different, but we're gonna get a chance in a second. Anyway, so I just feel like he was so different, bro. Like, Big Sean was so different. He had yo, my nigga said, who the fuck named the song Ass? Yo.
I was just like, bro, come on now. You cleared all of this stuff. Like,
no, he doesn't. I don't think people know that. Pusha T's been running good music for forever. Kanye just been the phase.
Was he running it way back then?
Yeah.
He's been the president.
He's been like he
was the president when Big Sean dropped Ass?
Bro, Kanye, when he said Pusha T's been the president, he's like, he's really been the president, but now he's actually the president. Yeah, bro, like, that whole good music
so
thing.
Pusha T cleared that?
Kanye has always been the face of it. You feel me? Of course, I'm pretty sure he sits in on everything. And I honestly believe, that's why Kanye felt so strongly, is that the closest they've ever been, Big Sean and Kanye, is when he first signed them. They were everywhere together. Like, mixtape days and, the good music days, like when good music was actually a group. Yeah. Big Sean and Kanye was really fucking close. At one point, I thought it was no more Pusha T. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you feel me? But anyways, I've always thought Big Sean was like fucking phenomenal. I've always thought Rocky was fucking phenomenal, and they went two different ways and focus on other shit, which is fire. But
When's the last time they were even on a song together?
Big Sean and Kanye.
Yeah.
What was it? One Man Can Change the World. Not One Man Can Change the World. That album though, whatever One Man Can Change the World is. No, One Man Can Change the World on that.
Yeah, that was on Dark Twisted Fantasy.
No, the Dark Sky.
Oh, Dark Sky Parrot. Oh, that one. There's another one. But
yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, wait, similar. What? Nah, yeah, that's not that old, my guy.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's somewhere around that era, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but anyway,
Dark Sky. Yeah, that one was All Your Fault, and yeah.
So around 2015.
Wow.
6 years ago. It doesn't matter.
When did Champion come out?
I mean, if you want to count unreleased, they still have a lot of songs together.
Well, Champion is, whatchamacallit, that released, that came out, and they was on that together.
That don't count.
2015. No, oops.
That's a good music song. Excuse me.
Or on Champion, but
Yeah.
either way, that song was probably old, like as fuck.
And yeah, just let me jump into Chance right quick. He posted the return, so hopefully that is something.
2016. Gucci came out.
I give up on Chance though, so it is what it is. I'll pray for that boy.
Yeah, it's sad to say that I've given up on Chance too, but at the same time, it's like
he can make a comeback though. He's not Big Sean A$AP Rocky. Like, he's dying off on his own.
So how would you do it? Like, look in the camera, give that man some advice. How would Chance the Rapper make a comeback?
He doesn't need to, bro. All y'all forgetting who this man is? Like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, okay? I'll break it down. A$AP Rocky brought a wave to music. We all can agree with that. Some type of wave. It was kind of really sizzling on the underground, but he brought it to the mainstream. Cool, I'll give him that, right? Fashion, all that, hands down. Cool. Chance, to me, Big Sean were unique with their voice, had to go through their little struggles of people liking their voice. But Big Sean was co-signed by who? Kanye West. Chance came up with nothing, bro. You can argue the label, the back strings, and the numbers, and all the other shit that has nothing to do with me. Chance made it big off of gospel music and not hints of other shit. No, gospel music. He can make a comeback. I don't care what no one says. He can do it. Now, how will he do it? To me, it will have to be borderline, which is going to be kind of like, now, Donda-esque, which is sad to say because, Chance has been doing it for a while, but it's going to be Donda-esque, which he can do. Like, bro, if Chance gets on a song with, name anyone right now, who's the hottest nigga right now? Chance and Baby get on a song. You're listening. Everyone's listening. Donda-esque. There you go. He's back. Chance and DaBaby. He's back. Chance and J. Cole. He's back. Like, he can do it. Now, it's up to him on what it sounds like.
Yeah. I was just waiting for you because I was about to hit you with all these big day features he had.
So, it's up to him on what it sounds like. But, he can do it. Because unlike Vic, unlike A$AP, unlike Big Sean, they continue to drop and they continue to get somewhat not the same. Let's say that. Not to the level that we want for them. Chance missed not on an album, a whole album. Yeah. And a few songs after, but that was it. So he definitely has time to drop something. He could be something small and work her way back up, but
I mean, he's still young, so yeah, he could still.
Like,
he can, in theory, make a comeback still. But it's just like, will he? Like, what direction? It depends on who's around him. Like, I feel like if he gets someone that's kind of smart
is this
in
on
his
here?
camp.
This isn't on here, but I'm gonna bring this up and we can transition off of this. If Rico Nasty's being disrespected because of Playboy Cardi and sexism, Chance the Rapper can make a comeback. Because I'm keep this short.
That's a wild comparison. I love it.
It's not. You can clip this. Clip.
That's a clip. That's a clip right there. That's for real a clip. Let's get it.
All right, bet. Time. What time is this?
32 minutes in.
Write that down for me, Levi. 32 minutes. 32 minutes. So, making this quick, by the way. I don't believe sexism has anything to do with the Rico Nasty thing. I told Mars at least 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, Rico was done. I said it. I was just like, she peaked and her sound continued to change. And hear me out. I think Rico, I could be completely wrong. And she's the type of person to see this and respond. So I hope she does and does clarify shit with no disrespect. I think Doja ran off with Rico. Hear me out. Doja, light skin, more attractive, can play with her voice, sounds, and all that. To me, Rico has been doing that. She was never as attractive as a Doja Cat and other people that came up after her. But we all liked Rico because of what? The cosigns. When Rocky started co-signing her. When niggas started co-signing her. Which to me, took shots at her career. No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear it. Rico Nasty and Playboy Cardi on a concert makes sense. In theory, right?
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
No. Because she blew up 3-4 years ago when Cardi was in hibernation. Dumb niggas ain't around no more. We're talking about 16, 15-year-olds that think they about to die with Cardi. They don't know who the fuck Rico Nasty is. Tell me I'm wrong. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not gonna get the mic slap in there, but I will clip the rest of that.
How many times have you been in a concert where like the opener is like, okay, who the fuck is this nigga?
Bro, it's not
It
that.
shouldn't be like that with Rico, though.
Yes. Why are y'all saying that? What has she done that is that detrimental to people's life and music? This is no disrespect to Rico Nasty. I swear to God, it's not. You have to remember that we've talked about this like subtly on the podcast. Music is moving fast. You feel me? Half of Playboy Cardi's fans are 15. Rico has not touched them. Rico blew up 3 to 4 years ago. That was her prime. How do you... Like, the age is there, bro. It's a huge gap. Us, we're 25. Understand Rico Nasty. Now we're talking about 10 years in between. Come on. There's no way. You can look this up. What's her top charts? What's she hitting for? Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, pull up a top charts of her, because I don't know what her top songs are.
This is no disrespect to Rico Nasty. I swear to God.
That. Say that like 5 more times.
I swear
you say it like 5 more times.
I just don't think it's fair. This is what whoever the fuck put that concert together did this. Well, Rico Nasty's punkish, Cardi's punkish. It makes sense. No, it doesn't.
You want to do Billboard?
Yeah,
man, pull up anything.
Do Billboard.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Does her Billboard not just like come up? Do.
Man, click that shit.
On and on. Erykah Badu.
Rico Nasty's Black History Month playlist? No, thank you.
Yo, see what I mean?
For more self-love with her Black History Month playlist. Doesn't even have anything to do with her own music.
So as Levi is pulling this up, I'm gonna talk a little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I think what's going on with Rico right now, people want to say sexism. I don't think it's that. I think it's just the age gap. It's as simple as that, bro. And
I can agree with that.
Everybody that I've seen post this shit, and anytime I see a Cardi fan on my TikTok timeline, 15, 16, white kids. And I think she said that. Didn't she talk about like the white people, right? Am I wrong? Yeah. So I think she understands. I could be wrong. You feel me? That she may be thinking of something else, but I don't think it has nothing to do with her talent or that she's a woman. It's just bro. And then they wanted to bring Ken Carson into it. He is now. Of course that would make sense. People are like, oh, Ken Carson can't perform. He sucks. He mumbles words. Whatever the case. Okay, cool. But he just blew up. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You feel me? If Rico was on a tour with Cardi 3 to 4 years ago off of Die Lit, we're talking about a whole different story now. That niggas, she wouldn't even be opening. Fuck out of here. She wouldn't be opening. If you're opening for a reason. With all due respect.
So wait, she opens before Ken?
Yeah. I think so.
No way.
Look it up, please. I've been seeing, and I don't know, TikTok, there's not saying there's an order there.
Yeah,
but I've been seeing
I don't even know if we could look that up.
I've been seeing her, Ken Carson, and then Cardi. But that doesn't mean nothing though, because Ken Carson is signed to Cardi, so that would make sense.
See, but it would make sense, but at the same time, it doesn't, cause like it does. I don't know. But if she's like opening before Ken, that's crazy.
Who don't know that went to a Cardi concert? Shit.
I mean, if you look up the thing, it'll show like the names, and if her name is bigger than she's, you know, usually that's how it works.
Sure, we'll do the poster.
All these old ass posters. This is tough, man. I know. First week back, I get it. Damn. But I mean,
I think I'm right, bro.
I do understand like the age gap situation and even her like opening, because like I know that I like Rico Nasty, but I know if I'm looking at it objectively, the songs haven't hit the same for a little while now. So I get it. I never thought it was a sexism thing. It's just like, damn, y'all know Rico? Like,
bro, that it's literally just age.
But I know like young people. I feel so fucking old calling them young people, but people who are like 15, 16, they're not like us, like going back and listening to anyone who like is relevant to the artists that they like.
We've talked about this already. Rico is falling from it. We talked about this over and over on this podcast. We said, what is the shelf life of this new age music? And I wouldn't necessarily say Rico is that, because she's very versatile. Once again, she's very talented. But a lot of her music blew up on the internet. Yeah. So what is her shelf life? What does that lifespan hold? And I think it's 2 to 3 years. I think every artist now that blows up off the internet, and it's different, let me be a little bit more specific, like just blows up, just instant hit, like, oh my God, it's good. Rico definitely worked her way up. You know what I mean? Yeah. We respect that. We were able to see that. We, you know, our age is different. Now, I think a great example I want to put side by side is someone like Pink Panthers, right? Yeah. She blew up instant, whatever the case got to be, right? But stuck in her lane. You feel me? So it's a little different. I don't think Rico ever stayed in the lane, which is fine.
So you think Pink Panther's shelf life would be longer?
Way longer. Way longer. But the reason why I brought Doja Cat in the argument earlier was because to me they're similar. They're very genre I'm about to say bending, but bending into like different things, which we all love. But with Rico, I feel like it's different because they're not hits. You feel me? But she never had the following that adored her talent. They adored her overall. And I think that's what she's getting the backlash from. Because to me, the people that co-signed her talents were males. We kept saying like, no, Rico's nasty. No pun intended. But Rico's nasty. Rico's this. And I think she's good. I think she's great. I think she's talented. But from what I seen on when, you were putting me on, everybody just liked her look. Yeah. Everybody liked how much work she puts into her videos, how she looks all put together. And that's still great. I think she's a good person. I think she can last long, but she's just not honestly, it's really hard to be co-signed to Cardi at all. So that fan base, it's just not what you want to be a part of. Like, it's really not.
Them niggas different. So did you send the video, or did you send the video where they was throwing the way they threw the ball at her, like last night?
Yeah, I seen that.
I was just like, damn.
And she has all respect for her, but she has tough skin. I mean, I know she's getting paid, so she leaves like stupid, but like at this point,
she hops in the crowd.
What's sad is, you feel me? This goes both ways. Is that, like I said about Koi, I think we talk about it off camera, it's going to become a point where people just think it's funny just to hate. Like, they can like a song. They can genuinely like her or the song and just be like, it's whatever. Everybody else is hating on her, so let me join in. And that's what's happening to Rico, which I think that's where you go too far. You don't like the girl, you don't like her music, sit there and wait till the fucking act come on that you like and call it a day. You can respect her music, though. You can respect her as a human being. So, I don't know, man. I don't think none of that shit is fair. I don't think it's sexism at all. But... leave it up to fucking the internet to teach you psychology and shit. So, fuck.
All right, so let's go to our next music topic. I wanted to talk about the new Amine project, because I really liked it. You said that you liked it a lot.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's Rico then Ken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because he went. Oh, okay. Anyway, the new Amine project, 2.5, the follow-up to 1.5. Oh, you thought it was fire?
I thought it was fire. I think it was 7.5 to 8.
Yeah, it was good. It was really solid. And I just, because I feel like he's...
It said it was selling, doing good numbers, too. I seen some, like, publication post that they was doing a good number. I didn't dive into it, though. But I seen something saying that.
I feel like he's in, like, a very... That's why I put him, like, in the... I was saying to talk about him with like the success of alt rap, because I feel like he's in that. It's like that. I don't even know how to describe the lane that he's in. He's like a rapper's rapper. He's got bars, whatever. But it's not like, you don't look at him like a Pusha T type of nigga or a Kendrick type of nigga. Or
I mean, he's today's music.
You know, it's like a cool lyricist almost. Like it's weird, but
it's like fun.
Yeah, fun. And I feel like he's always been like that since Red Mercedes.
I don't know about that, but
Since what?
I think this is. I'm not even gonna take it that far. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
You got to take it somewhere. You can't just say it's good.
I think this is where SoundCloud was trying to go. I think everybody on SoundCloud around Amine's group, Boat, everybody, Wintertime, all that. This is where they should have evolved to. This is the maximum evolution. He has done it. Crown him.
The maximum evolution.
Crown him.
You said what?
Of empty like songs. He's not talking about it.
Hey. He has into his project. There's a lot of things to talk about in this one, but fucking nigga talking about.
I'm sorry.
Nah.
Talking about some shit.
No, I think you're talking about more so like you don't have to listen to it to understand.
He just has great balance in the sense of like what you just said. You don't have to listen to it to understand.
Yeah.
But also, if you did listen to it, it's just like you're gonna get something from it.
Yeah.
You know, it's that good little balance
But I think he's been trying to hint at this, and I think a lot of people played a hand in this project. I don't think we're going to get another project like this. Maybe if it sells well, but you know, Nick did this cover, Nick Holiday. Kevin was a lot part of this project. I think Brockhampton played a part in this project as well. So I think you can hear that. I think he's just always listening and always keeping out to what's new.
Yeah.
And always keeping true to himself. Amine is essentially an artist that I would love to be, and that's kind of what I was saying about Pink Panthers and Rico. Is like he stuck to him.
Yeah.
And I feel like I said, this Rico is falling short because she did so much.
I definitely feel like his sound has evolved since it first started, but at the same time, it still sounds like the same sound that he started with, in a sense.
This, I think, is a little left, though. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't sound too much like him, but it doesn't sound too far, but it's more on the reaching out sound. But I think it's going to age well, personally, because when I first listened to it, I was just like, it's kind of short. I don't know what song I like, but I just kept playing the whole thing. I'm just like, fuck it. I like the whole thing, I think.
When I think about all of his projects, it's like, I like the majority of every project that he's dropped. Like it's just music it's just good. Like it's not like to anything. And it's not like I can't listen to it here, I can't listen to it there. Like there's always going to be a song that you can listen to in any kind of setting off of his albums. And I feel like that's, you know, you said crown him. I feel like the king of alt rap, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I don't know who else would fall into that line.
I can't give him the king of alt rap because that can literally fall. Anyone can fall underneath that line. But I would say,
what do you think? Because I was trying to think of like other people that are in that kind of lane of where it's like it's not even in that.
So
lane.
what does JPEG fall under? What does Earl fall under? What does Tyler fall under? I think they're all in alt
Tyler
rap.
is the only one I would say.
You don't think JPEG Mafia falls under alt rap? Whoa.
Nah, I really like JPEG. Like I really like JPEG, but he's like super alt rap. That shit is really different. Like that, I can't play like a JPEG song in a party or a club function. I could probably get away with one. I mean, I don't know which one, but I could probably get away with one of these Amine songs in a club or party kind of function.
Yeah.
I can get away with a Tyler song at a club or party kind of function. I can't get away with no new Earl songs at a party or club kind of function. Yeah. Like maybe old Earl songs, I could probably get away with like. You know, I'm not sure. But that's what I'm kind of like thinking about. So 2016
A$AP Rocky don't count?
As all rap?
Yeah.
2016 A$AP Rocky, sure. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot
Today's A$AP Rocky now. But 2016 maybe,
There's a lot of people that can fall underneath this. Because it just...
I'm talking about like today.
The
like
alt rap is just so like... To me, you get thrown in there because you don't know what they call them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like, you feel me? I say crown him because I think he's taken this sound very successfully. He's embodied it. It sounds great. It sounds full and it sounds finished. I feel like we've heard a lot of songs kind of, or even albums, projects touch this. And it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, we kind of like what you were shooting for, but it didn't hit. I think he understood the assignment and 8 out of 10 for me at least.
I just feel like I hear a lot of effort into the music, and then also a lot of effort into the image, into the videos, into everything. Like it's a full package right there. Next up, you know, one of our favorites, high key, low key favorites, Dijon. I don't know if it's Dijon, whatever. But he dropped. I think this is supposed to be his debut album, right? So. Yeah, absolutely is what it's called, and it's a really good project. Like it's short, you know, and I don't really like a lot of like super short projects, but I feel like it was nice and cohesive. Even though it was shorter. And yeah, I really like how he's kind of developing his sound, and hopefully he's just gonna keep on building on it and keep on going further with it, because it's very rough at the same point of being very clean. Delicate and clean.
I like his how he uses vocals of always like the raspiness in his voice. I feel like he's definitely gotten away from the Frank Ocean comparison so much.
I agree with that too. I forgot those even existed at this point.
Nothing like that. Very good project. At least 3 to 4 songs are my favorite on here out of 12, which isn't bad. The only reason why I say 3 to 4, is because the music on here is very cohesive. So it's like it's easy for you to be like, I like this one, but I like this one more. You know what I mean? Because it really flows through.
And I feel like a good chunk of this project is kind of like interlude-ish. Like it's you're just kind of like in a waiting area on this song until you get to the next song. Like Noah's highlight reel. It's a nice waiting area, but it's like that's not like a full-blown like song, like structurally.
I'm interested to see how long he lasts putting out music. I know he had like trouble kind of like just keeping, I guess, how would I say, like, the pressures of being an artist, so keeping afloat, keeping his mind right and stuff like that. That's my only concern with him. He's extremely talented, and I just feel like if he was able to just get everything right how he wants it to be, because also another thing about being an artist, he has to like it himself. So once he's there, I just feel like it's fucking endless for him. No pun intended.
Did he tell you that he's going on?
He's going on tour with Bon Iver.
Oh, Dijon is going on tour with Bon Iver?
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, that's fire.
He's opening for Bon Iver? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, so that made me be like, okay, no, he's serious this time.
Is he coming to Atlanta?
Yeah, he bought tickets already.
You bought the tickets already? This nigga don't miss.
He don't miss. He called me and told me, I was like, really? Because I didn't believe him. I'm like, my Dijon? I was like,
when does he come here? April? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like $34. It's solid.
Damn, I feel like everybody's coming in April, because he's coming in April. Breckins is coming in April. Damn, there's someone else.
This nigga about to buy Breckins tickets. Anyway, shout out to Dijon. You're killing it. Let's move on.
His tickets are like 40 a piece though.
Let's talk about the Yeezy. Let's talk about Yeezy and Kanye. Like
the fashion topics.
The fashion S topics, and also Kim related. So I want to touch on the topic of if Kim and Kanye are actually divorced, which I've read things about that before he even said it, but they were saying that like they've never actually been divorced. People were saying that those papers never actually existed. She never actually tried, and that this is typical Kardashian fashion in the sense that like whenever they're actually ready, they'll do it. But they just got so much invested in each other right now, so money wise. So I feel like it's just about time.
Yeah.
Whenever they feel like, okay, let's call it a quits, but. That's that. Start off with that. So
I mean, it's probably just at a tidbit. They probably have to, if they are getting divorced, if she does want to get divorced, they probably have to wait quite a bit of time to dissolve some of those things that are like locked in.
I don't think there's no dissolving that shit. He gave her a lot, and she's giving him a lot. I don't think it was about let's take this back. I think it's more about it's so Kanye Kim fashion, like
not like take it back, but like when I say dissolve, I literally mean like dissolve. Like if you put something in a solution, it takes a time for it to like just fizzle out. Like in the sense of like do Skim situation, for that to kind of like branch off a little bit away from the Kanye investments and this, that, and the third, or vice versa.
I think it's more so like this isn't working right now. We have a family, but we know we can make this work. Situation. I mean, outside of that Twitter shit, I've never forgiven him for. I would never take him. Even if Kim was my own woman, girl, whatever, I would never tweet like about shit like that. So that's my what he said and shit. I know he wore a red hat and all that stuff, but that was my biggest like okay, Kanye, you're wilding the fuck out moment for him. So outside of that, excluding that, I mean, he hasn't said anything that every time he talks about Kim, it's everybody around her. It's usually not just like Kim did this or I hate Kim for this. It's like her publicist, her mom, her this. But that's what happens when you're so high up. That's what happens when you have so many people to take care of. So, I'm not saying that I have hope in their relationship because I don't know shit. But I wouldn't be surprised in the next year or two. Somehow, some way, they're just together. No one says anything. That's pretty much it. We'll see, because there's other things floating around about when he was dating Shorty and then she's dating Pete Davidson, quotation marks. If that was to happen, that'd be fucking crazy. But anyway, moving along. So Kanye's going off, Hasn't missed since like I don't know when. Probably the last 350s that dropped. But yeah, the boots are amazing. The insulated boots are fire. Scroll down for me, Levi.
I've been hearing. Have you been looking at reviews for them?
Yeah,
I've been hearing a lot of bad reviews.
Wow, that's crazy. I haven't heard one bad one yet. All I heard was that the sizing is just terrible.
That's really like everybody's bad review was about sizing.
Did no one think of this? When they said true to size, I said, fuck out of here. They're insulated. I'm going up a size. Still didn't get a fucking pair, by the way, but went up a size. It made sense, bro.
Yeah.
750s were dummy trash on sizing. This was insulated? Fuck no. I'm at least going up a size.
Hard to walk in because of how they like kind of lean forward.
Oh, and I didn't hear that. I heard the sizing.
You watched that video?
I did. He didn't say that. He said that it was hard to walk in because he got the wrong size.
No, but then after that, he made a section where he was just like, yeah, and they kind of lean forward, so I can't really like. It forces you can't really stand up straight.
I don't know about this one, Seth. I like Seth. But I just think,
now you don't agree with Seth.
I think Seth is mad he got the wrong size.
He probably is mad. He spent $500 on that size.
Yeah, because everybody else that I've seen that wore the actual size loves it, but they all talk about the ankle part where you got to kind of like snap your foot in because there's like something there to keep your foot up and everything like that, support. Yeah. So you kind of got to like snap your foot in or whatever. But outside of that, I haven't heard nothing in the sizing. That was to be expected, especially looking at the boot. Like it just to be expected. But they did promote true to size, which is bullshit. So I don't know why they're doing that. Moving along to the net runners or the net runner boots. They're fire. I don't like the net running side of it or net runner side of it. I like more of the boots side of it. Like I like the colors and everything. I'll rate the insulated boots a 10 out of 10. I don't have a pair, so it can go down if I had a pair. But
you can give it a 10 out of 10 without a pair.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it high, and then when I grab it, I'm gonna put it down low. Fuck out of here. Anywho, I'm only saying this because I don't have a pair. If I had a pair, it'd be 12. I don't know. The net runners, I don't know. I like looking at them, but I don't know how I feel about them. But I did see Jasmine wear them, which were fire, and they're definitely skinnier, so it'll be easier to wear. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10, only because of the fact that I still feel like the net runners by themselves are better than this. I don't know. This is me personally. Scrolling past.
I don't like the boots like that.
Scrolling past it, the 500s coming back. Cool. Honestly, I don't care about none of these.
I want to see those other boots.
So let's talk about the history of the boots while he's scrolling through all of these. So I've been wanting the boots, didn't get the boots. For about 2 years now, a year and a half at least, since the show fucking released. Okay, I remember pausing the show, went up to Mars's room, and we discussed, we need these fucking boots. And we didn't get them. I don't know if Mars tried it, but I definitely did.
It wasn't those boots for me. It was the other boots.
Bro, they're all
the same. Different color.
No, different color, same boots. Pull up these season 8, right? Yep. And I promise you, same boots. You're talking about the purplish colorway, correct?
Let me see.
She got them on right there. I know what I'm talking about. Guys, I know what I'm talking about. Yeezy season is me, okay? They're all the same boots for the most part, different colors. Not those. Well,
nah.
There's a model that wears them. You missing her. Scroll up. Right there. To your left. Yep. You're talking about those, right?
No. I'm talking about the ones that are coming out, the orange ones. The ones that he wore at his show.
Those.
I'm not following this one.
The ones he wore down the...
Yeah, you remember the ones that are coming out for 400?
Oh yeah, I'm off those. When I seen the 400, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm straight."
Oh yeah, I'm straight too. But I'm saying those are the ones that I wanted. Like
those?
Yeah,
I'm straight.
Yeah, 400 ain't gonna cut it. But still, I like them.
Them shits better take me to the mountain by themselves. Like you feel me? I don't gotta do
mountain, nigga. The moon.
Fucking
fuck. But check them shits.
Check Yeezy season out. I had a discussion with Levi. I'm gonna keep this short. At least try to keep it short. Yeezy season. Basically, Yeezy season 2 up until now has never missed. At the time, you may have said you don't like it, but now it's aged like wine. Kanye doesn't miss when it comes to aging things. So everybody's resorting back to the like minimalistic. What are they calling it on TikTok? Geo something.
Geo.
Something.
Geo militant.
I don't know.
Neo militant. I don't
fucking know. But anywho, that's basically what the look is. Really basic, damn near like you were gonna be in. I don't want to say Hunger Games. A little bit more like evolved in Hunger Games, but it is. It's more evolved than Hunger Games. It's more like no funny shit. It's Dune. No funny shit.
Nigga said Dune.
Am I wrong?
Oh wow.
Bro, watch Dune. Am I wrong?
I've watched it.
I was sitting there watching it, and I was looking at those are so tough. Come on. Anywho, I was sitting there watching Dune, right?
Oh shit.
Come on!
Yeah, those shits are alright. Those are another ones that I really like.
Oh, the fuck? We're looking at Yeezy season 8 boots right now. Anyway, so in Dune, they have like this hood. She puts her hood on, and it's like a huge hood, right? Mm-hmm. And I have this piece at the crib that I made. I'm like, my hood look kind of similar to that. Then I'm like, this is shit I be talking about with Levi. Like, all the shit we kind of make fun of in some meme like type fashion, we be liking it low key. You feel me? It's not till it becomes a meme when we stop liking it. Like we're like, all right, next thing. But anywho, I feel like Yeezy season has been like just killing the shit, aging extremely well. Pricing is starting to get up there again. So
super.
I don't really fucking know how that's gonna work, but
it's not gonna work for me. It's not gonna.
I need them fucking insulated boots, bro, or at least the ones we just saw, the black ones. Them shits is dummy tough. So,
shout out to black a little bit nicer than the color that dropped.
Shout out to Kanye for this shit and whoever's designing at the team, because they're definitely hitting for this. And to double back on what he said earlier in the part 2 about like Air Forces and Todd have seen like the same shit from Nike. I agree with fully. I've always felt like, when was there going to be a point where Nike just kind of scraps what they already have to go to a new point? Excuse me. And I think we're kind of seeing it. I think Kanye is forcing a lot of new silhouettes out of people.
Nike's whole thing has always been like replay value, like shit that they could just keep on bringing back.
I feel like now when people start liking shit like slip-on half boots, half shoes, it's like, what the fuck do you need those for? Like, it's just at this point, it's like, can you get any weirder? And don't get me wrong, Nike has so many silhouettes that they can really just take pieces and parts and still make a fucking new shoe.
Yeah.
Which is probably what they're gonna do. Yo, relax. This nigga having fucking orgies and orgasms over there because he can't get Yeezy Season 3 boots. Like, relax, my nigga.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so shout out to Yeezy for doing that. I agree with the Nike Air Force One statement. Respect to the Air Force Ones, but like, yeah, we didn't get them shits up. Rocky brought them shits back and that shit was cool. We moving on now, you feel me? Fuck out of here. Like, niggas, like, I look at Air Forces like this. It's a clean fit, That's it. But you're not telling me you must have put it on in those. That's all I gotta say. Fuck out of here.
You're not telling me.
Did I ask? What are you talking about?
Not Mr. Put It On.
Anywho.
Oh my god.
Moving along because we don't got too much time.
We got way too much to talk about right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip to my other segment of the Kanye thing. So, and then you can take it from here with the NFT. I was telling Levi, I told you guys this before. And I've been trying to play with it myself, but essentially what I'm describing in a way is NFT. So that's why I said you could take it from there. So Kanye was on the interview, part 1, I believe, right? Where he was like, hey, I've been telling Balenciaga to let us open a store, me and Kim, to open a store so we can design it. And I've been saying this for so long when it came to like smaller businesses, growing businesses. I feel like we market things in a way now on Instagram, on these digital spaces, where it looks so fucking good. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give like an example here. But let's go back to the Kim and Kanye. So when they wear Balenciaga to me, it's amazing. It looks like goddamn, I can see that same exact fit on somebody else, and it's not the same. Granted, they're not Kim and Kanye. I understand that, but they're not in the same space. They didn't buy it in the same space of how Kim and Kanye bought it. You feel me? And I don't know if you're following, but I feel like if you set a room up, depending on how you set it up, depending on how you leave and how you wear it, that's how I look at it. You feel me? Unless you already came into that room, that store, whatever, wearing that piece, I think depending on how you receive that piece is how you'll wear it. If Kanye had his own Balenciaga store, designed-esque of a Balenciaga store, I think you'll see more of it worn correctly, or the way that would be more fascinating, And what I mean by that is essentially like, if I have my own room, my own store, whatever, right? It will discourage a lot of people that don't see my vision or look like me or whatever the case has to be. But you'll be able to wear it the same way you saw it. You feel me? Like the exact same way. I think it'll translate easier. But I feel like that's kind of borderline saying you might as well just, put it on digitally. Like, you feel me? Without having to worry about the body shape or the room or the pop-up experience. And I just feel like I've always liked this. I think we all do. You see a pair of pants, right? They're on a white background. Or anything, model, whatever, on a white background, it looks great. You just show me a whole layout of pants being broken down on a white background, right? 9 times out of 10 for me, I see that exact same thing in real life and it don't hit the same. Why is that? I've always asked that. You feel me? I just be like, I feel like I liked it better on Instagram. I like that white background look. I like how they wore it. But when I see it on somebody in person, I'm like, I'd rather you just take it back to Instagram. Like, I don't know. This is just me. I could be on a whole different wavelength right now. But like, I'm watching Kanye too much. But anyways, I could be on a whole different like world right now with this shit. Here. But I just feel like I've been seeing that for a while. Like, I just feel like certain things just look better how they're shown. And even like, I'm trying to think of like a designer right now. Oh, actually, I have a perfect one because Daniel Lee Bottega, right? Out of all his shows and all the people that wear his shit, I swear that every model that wears his shit looks amazing. When I see it in the streets, I'm like, I don't think this is how you intended for it to be worn. Okay, like I don't think this. Like, granted, it's fashion. You wear it how you want. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is like, damn, this looks so much better in this picture. This looks so much better on this advertising. I mean, that's their job, but it looks better there than it did here. But why is that? I feel like it depends on how you bought it. If it's in a Bottega store with hella other things, you're gonna buy that one piece. But like an H&M and kind of smaller businesses, they set it up in a way where you can literally buy everything that goes to that fit right there. H&M, when I was working there, literally was like, you gotta have this shirt here so a customer can look down and think this can go with this and this can go with this. With higher fashion items, I don't really think it hits the same to match. You feel me? With smaller growing brands, or if you want to say fast fashion, it's kind of easier to do that with. I don't know. There's something there. I'm gonna Kanye this for now. And what I mean by that, there's something here. So when it happens, I'm like, yeah, I told you. Okay? Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I wasn't really like following too much of that. But I do understand what you were saying in the sense of like how it looks like online is like it's in its perfect form, essentially. So that's kind of the same thing with NFTs and their popularity, but I kind of don't want to get into it because that's a whole deeper, darker topic. Yeah. And that's going to take a while, and we're kind of like nearing the end of our episode here. So we might have to save. We got so much good topics still on this board. Don't mark that one because we didn't really talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna have to save this for another episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we could get into Dune, but that's pretty much it. It's up to you.
If you want to get into Dune, go ahead, get into Dune.
I mean, I just watched it. And
you just watched it?
If anything, I'll be asking you guys some questions.
Oh, go ahead, shoot.
So
I liked it. I thought it was good. You know.
You loved it?
I loved it.
Okay, I wouldn't say that.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong
Okay.
for thinking it's a watered down version of these movies right here? I think Hunger Games have more to it than Dune. That's just me. I think Star Wars has more to it than Dune. That's just me. I think Blade Runner has more to it than Dune. That's just me.
Okay, that's where I gotta stop. That's where I gotta stop you pulling flat.
But hear me out. This is why I have to ask questions before I just jump to those conclusions. The body. What's like the climax? What like written out? You know, where it'd be like.
What do you mean?
When you have an essay, it's like this is the. Is it the body?
The body of
the body is where you make like your points and then your conclusion.
Okay,
yeah.
I just couldn't follow.
Because it wasn't there.
Okay, cool. So they were setting up for part 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's what I don't like. I assumed that towards the end of the movie. I'm like, okay, this was just all for part 2, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The climax of that movie was him fighting.
Cool.
The guy
at the end. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand by what I said though. And the reason why I say that, this could just be a different approach, different director. I don't think I would ever looked at that movie if Zendaya wasn't in it, or half the people would looked at that movie, because, which was genius by the way. The bitch, excuse my language, she did nothing. Okay, I liked her at the end. I think she doesn't get enough credit for that. They were just like, oh, she just said a few words. I'm like, no, she said a lot. Okay, but anywho, they used her it was genius. She was essentially the whole marketing of the movie. I think you take her out of it, no one watches that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Think so?
Yeah, because there's not enough. There's literally not enough. You read the book, you don't count. Okay,
but it is a very like popular book, so I do think a lot of those people would.
Yeah, by no one, it wouldn't have done the numbers it did. That's what I mean by no one.
So you think
Yes.
that Oscar Isaac, Timothy Chalamet, that none of them were enough, but Zendaya.
You're not getting my point. The first numbers, we're all inclined because we like films. You take us out of it and those true hardcore fans, do you think it would have done the same numbers? That's what I'm saying. Just to be clear. Yes, the movie would have sold, I think, okay. Like, you know, it would have done maybe good numbers, maybe. But the Zendaya promotion did great. Bro, a lot of people wanted to watch. JoJo wanted to watch the movie without knowing what was going on. Walked in on the movie like, this shit looks terrible. I was just like, it's not for you. A lot of people would have been that way. Because why? They went for Zendaya. They didn't go for all those names you just said. We don't count, and especially not you, because you read the fucking book. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're talking about like our culture and the people who are only valuing the Zendaya aspect of it. But I think there's a whole like other spectrum of the world who's looking at that for example, for Timothy. Like if both of them aren't in it, then I would agree with you.
Okay, I hear you guys' point, but he's not that big. Like, there's a reason why they used Zendaya for so much. That's why they used her. They knew if it was just him and that storyline, it wasn't selling the numbers it needed to sell. Bro, no funny shit. She saved that movie. I'm not making this up. Okay, I don't comment. Let's ask the fellas. Okay, let's ask the ladies. She saved that movie number wise. I am not speaking on the behalf of how good it came out. I'm not speaking on the director. I'm not speaking on the fan base of Tim and everybody else included in it. That movie was pushed purely through her. Bro, at one point people were calling it the Zendaya movie. Twitter was literally saying that. The movie Zendaya's in. And I know that'll make up the whole world. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But it makes up a huge chunk of it. A huge.
I think what you're speaking to is a specific demographic. That's what I'm saying. I think that there's a lot of other demographics who are looking at Dune and looking at, this is Dune, this is, basically like book people and people who like Star Wars and shit like that.
Why do people watch Black Panther? Oh, I love this one. We're going to end this I have so many points to win with this. I know you're going to have some rebuttals, but I just know I'm going to win this one. Go ahead. Why do people watch Black Panther?
First Black, like Marvel superhero.
Did anyone care about the actor? Because he was definitely big. Was Chad not big before that? Would you not agree? But did anyone care about him? The world. We're not saying a demographic. The world. If you guys had to pick, what would you say was the marketing of Black Panther? I agree with your statement. The fact they were black, that's all that mattered.
Yeah.
Correct? Did the actors matter? No. Can we agree on that? That's literally how I look at the fucking Dune. It was just Zendaya that they used. I want to make that clear. The movie is good. I'm not saying she just saved the whole fucking universe. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're going to use her, which they did for the majority of the film, I remember watching the shit. I called Levi. I'm like, yo, I want more information about the film because the trailer didn't give me nothing other than Zendaya's in it. He was just like, yeah, it's kind of leading up for that. I'm like, okay, I like shit like that. Don't tell me nothing. The movie still didn't give me nothing. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But I'm like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, damn, they snapped on this promotion because people like JoJo, people like Kreese, people like I kind of casually watch things like, oh, what's Zendaya in? What's Zendaya in? That gained a lot of people.
Yeah, I can agree with that point.
I may not like exactly connect like what you're saying, but what you're saying is that they used her a lot for what it was, for her not to be in it.
What I would say is that, like, I feel like I agree with you in the sense of they used her smartly, but I think more so they used her smart in the sense of getting people who they didn't think would watch this movie to watch this movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, then I can agree with that. Yeah. Like, and then,
bro, if you put her, to me, it's the same thing with Spider-Man. No one was coming for this Tom Holland. Come on, bro. Me and you. Yeah. Come on, we don't count. I'm looking at you saying this. I love him. Yeah. And you know how strong I am about him. And I like Spider-Man. But people were against it. You know how people are about those type of movies. You feel me? But the Zendaya was the umph of the new crowd. I feel like it's genius. It's like you're going to get some type of bite back because it's Tom Holland, younger, whatever. So let's try to avoid that bite back by throwing Zendaya in. But wait, why Zendaya? I think I had this argument with JoJo. I think she's a little bit ambiguous on the skin and race side. So you're not like she's black, she's not like she's white. It works perfectly to me. I think that's why she got picked for Dune, because that could have easily been what's that shorty name that everybody says is like the imperfect girl for black people, Amandla. That could have easily been her.
I haven't seen her in anything in a while.
She's on her indie shit, but that could have easily been her. But we need Zendaya. She's the biggest of the big of that, And I think she's kind of borderline talked about this before, about being like that black white girl in these movies. But like I said, I think Dune is a nice movie. Okay, I want to end my statement with this. I think it's a nice movie. You guys answered my one big question, was like, was there anything really going on? No, there wasn't. I didn't think the dad had to die. I think that was so unnecessary. That's my biggest thing. The dad died on some bitch shit. Like, you sold out this whole thing for your wife? I'm sorry, bitch. What the fuck? For your wife? Not your kids or family. Just one single person. All these niggas have to die.
Oh, you talking about Asian, bro?
Yes. That was crazy.
It's not even that. It's just like, you really thought that this fat motherfucker was gonna keep his word?
That too.
Like, but come on now.
But not even that. Just your wife, not your kids, not your family. This is one single person. All these that didn't make no sense. That was some bullshit. Whoever wrote that part needed to rewrite that motherfucker. Cause I'm like, bro, all these niggas died for this. That
happened in the book? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. Not gonna lie, I don't like that part. But other than that, I feel it. I like it. I give it a smooth like 7. I never like origin stories. It's never. If there's like a series of like movies, books, whatever, I never liked the origin. Batman, fucking was terrible to me.
You don't think the Batman Begins wasn't good to you?
Fuck no.
I swear to God.
Fuck no. You like that movie, bro?
Yeah.
Look at me in my eye.
I did. I did. I'm looking you dead in your eye. I like that movie.
This nigga's wildin', bro. You seen Batman Begins?
Forever ago.
Do you remember it?
Barely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fuck out of here. I remember the first Hunger Games though.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Exactly.
By the way, this is nothing like Hunger Games. I couldn't even put this in the same category with Hunger Games.
It has.
Cause like I put it more so into right now just without
knowing
without putting the book into it, I put it definitely into Star Wars space politics
that's what a lot of people put it into.
The reason why I'm saying Hunger Games-esque was because to me Star Wars, and I didn't keep up with it fully, you guys can inform me. I think this movie does a good job as well as Hunger Games of the surroundings and the people that are being affected by their everyday decisions. I don't think I got to see that through Star Wars. And Hunger Games was to me the first movie to remind me like these things have people back home. People are dying for what they do every fucking day. I didn't get that feeling from Star Wars. And that's why I said Hunger Games-esque. But the reason why I still picked Hunger Games over this, at least for this first part, I got to understand more throughout every Hunger Games to me scene. Every time that shit was rolling, anytime I'm watching, I understood more. This was a lot to me, where it was like, if I'm watching an anime, this was the perfect intro, essentially, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not, because it was still shot beautifully. I think everybody did their job. They understood the assignment. And in some weird way, the lackluster performance to me from Tim was great. Like, it was like, I don't know, like, just needed, but not needed. It was just really good. It was really good. I really liked him. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of him, this was one of his weaker performances to me, and not saying that in a bad way, because it was still like good. But he's been in a lot of good shit lately. Like I've been watching a lot of movies with him in it that have been like really.
Hand in the Box.
Hand in the Box.
Oh.
I think that's kind of weak.
Like acted like I'm just talking about his
his facial expressions. Yeah.
I thought every time he talked to his mom was fire, and every time he spazzed, like I just thought. Like, the reason why I say his lackluster, and I know people was like, oh, that's a bad word or a bad choice of words to use to describe, but it was like he understood the assignment. I'm not trying to be funny. It was like, I have to take control. I can't sit here and cry and be no bitch, and I can't show how I'm really feeling. But you guys understand. Like, it was just good. It was really good to me. Like, you understood what he was feeling, but he didn't have to go and like, oh my God, my life is over, or my dad is dead. Like, nah, he's dead. I bet. While I'm on my mom for a couple seconds, all right, I'm ready. Like, I liked it. I really did. And I still felt it. It didn't feel like they were like kind of rushing it. I still felt it. Like, he knew what he had to do. He doesn't want to do it. You get that from the beginning of the movie. He doesn't want to do it. But he understands like, okay, I have to do this. Then I'm just going to do it my way. And that's what you learn at the end of the movie. So I fuck with it. I do. But I've always liked shit like that. I mean, that's why I like Ryan Gosling. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a solid movie though. I feel like I'm just waiting for part 2.
So is she a part of part 2?
Yeah, she has to be.
She carries if she's in it, if they actually I'm sure they would.
Yeah, then that's no doubt. They're not about to recast her.
She basically carries like him.
All right, don't spoil it. Okay, but yeah, okay, we can end it off right there. We've been talking for damn near 2 hours now. No, my bad, hour and a half. Yeah, so appreciate y'all for watching. Longer episode. We didn't cover half of our topics. Maybe we'll get to that in some other kind of form of episode. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, we're out of here.